Hello, this is SKYSKI Coach-ing, and this is the second part of Struggles of the Coach. Completely different, and that part will also unveil the methods I'm working with. So pay attention if you're a coach or an HR or any leader, because these are things that cost me 30 years of research and coaching to really nail down. And I'm really proud and happy I know how to help people. But in general, I do struggle with helping and supporting people, because the problem with people is that they are not used to growing, or at least comparing to someone like me or any other really innovative minds. They are slower in this learning, and especially they are slower in changing, because learning is about changing. If you learn a ton but don't change anything, you have not learned. You are only learning, and I have a special diagram about this. If you want to see, I can at some point I will explain this diagram. So learning without doing, without changing, is nothing, basically, or it's nearly zero. So people have difficulty changing, especially older people, especially people who have been in one rut for a long time, like let's say working in one job for a long time, in one position for a long time, not really changing the field for a long time, married to the same person for a long time. All that creates a mind that is not so quick to change. So when I had many employees, they were quite amazed how quickly I was changing, and it was tiring for them, because I was changing and improving my ideas all the time, and then told them to adjust something, to change a little bit. And of course people are tired, they want to do the task and finish it. But the innovative mind changes the product or the service or whatever all the times, and it's my problem, I have to tell you. So the secret of helping people powerfully, so because people are resistant to change in general, there are many different ones. Some of them are less resistant, and that's great to work with them, and have some blocks to changing. Therefore you have to come up and make a method that actually helps them to change. And what do I do? So I have 4 pillars of change, and the first one is attention, quality attention. And it's like an invisible little thing. What is attention? It's not much. Nobody pays attention to attention very much. But people who are masters of attention, they see much more than everyone else. So let's say if a coach really pays attention to the person's behavior, they can read between the lines what the person means. So what's between the lines and what is important here. The coach who doesn't pay attention, they listen to their own mind, which is of course the greatest mistake in coaching, is to listen to yourself, the coach, rather than to listen to your coachee or whoever is your client. But it's very difficult to listen to your client, because most people have this inner voice that talks and talks and talks, and with people like me, the inner voice talks on 4 different tracks. So by the time you listen to someone else, you thought about 4 different things or 10,000 different things, and you want to say what you want to say rather than listen to the client. So within attention is this art of listening, and in good coaching schools there is a lot of time spent on the art of listening, and nobody is really a master of it yet. So there is a scout saying which I love: look, listen, and see. This is the scout saying from America. Look, listen, and see. So you look really attentively, you look at everything, you look at things that are invisible, but you listen also, because some clues are more listening, and you also feel. So you try to to do this in so many ways. And once you are able to see more than others, immediately you have an advantage. You are faster or better, or you can understand what's going on. You know, let's talk, you know, during negotiations or during any other conversation, or just observing your client, you can see more. So whoever sees more is the winner, because once you see more, then you can actually change something, and it applies the most into you. So if you are coaching someone and if you notice your tone of voice is not right, or you've been talking too much, you've noticed it, and now you can have an intention to slow down. I can also slow down in this speech, although I'm trying to tell you so much that, and I'm so happy that I'm speaking to you, that you know, naturally I speed up. So slow down, pay attention, look, listen, and feel, and then you will see more. And once you see more, you can have an intention to change something, mostly in yourself. I tell you, always start with yourself, but also with others. And this is the second pillar, is the intention. You make an intention, and intention on a high level is like a dream. You are dreaming about a different situation. So for example, the window is open, you noticed the window is open, you connected it to the fact that it might be raining today. I'm just giving you very simple examples so you get it. And you think, okay, it could rain, so I better close the window before I get out. Yeah, something like this. But you could also, on a higher level, notice something that your soul is telling you. For example, you like something or you don't like something. And going back to the example I provided in the last session, I noticed that I really love to be by water. And when I'm by water, and especially moving water, by waterfall, I feel so great. So it's a sign from your soul, okay, you got to spend more time by water, because then you are happier, and then you are more creative, and then you feel healthier. So it's all good. Spend more time by water because you noticed it. Again, simple, really simple example, but you know what I'm talking about. So the intention, and intention is not just a goal. Intention comes from a deeper level. It's a level of your essence. So what is really important, you're following something that is really important. So for example, most businessmen and most business, their goal is to make more money. But if the goal is to make more money, sooner or later these people will be frustrated and unfulfilled. It would be nice to have some more money, but if it wasn't underlined with some deeper meaning, with some deeper value, then this money will be empty and you will be unhappy, I tell you for sure. So let's say if you have an idea as a coach, and I understand most of you have this idea to help people and to help particular people with particular thing, like I'm helping people with personal power, and trying to affect them in all sorts of ways, trying to support them in all sorts of ways, then you will be happy because these people will be changing, at least some of them. You have to be careful, not count on all of them, but at least some of them will be changing. And therefore you will have a meaning, you will have a sense, and intention is full of meaning and full of sense. If there is a goal without full of meaning and full of sense, it will sooner or later end, and it will make you frustrated. So there is much more in that intention, and I think I will do a separate recording for each of those pillars, but right now it's just an overview of pillars. So with the intention, it is very important when you are working with something not to focus on the problem and not even on the solution. Because if you focus on the problem, your intention will be negative, you know. I just want to remove that person from my life. What is this intention? It's very negative and toxic intention, you know. Or I want to remove this stress from my life. Now you are stressing, by saying stress, you are stressing stress. So you have to go into positive, and there is large field of research, especially Gottman Institute in Seattle, who talks about the ratio of negative positive in your mind, and the ratio is, you know, 3-to-1 or 5-to-1 or at least 4-to-1, like in the Pareto. Maximum 20% of negative. But even that, working with people on relationships, when people are really delicate with negative comments, I recommend 99% positive, and especially positive talking to yourself. And I know it's difficult, you have traumas, you have all sorts of stuff, but if you try to do it, so let's say this is a mindset of alpinist. An alpinist, oh, an avalanche came. Great, it didn't kill me. Well, maybe I have, you know, broken bone, but I'm alive. So this is a positive information, not negative information that, oh, we didn't climb the peak, oh, my hand is broken or something. No, the information here is I am alive. And this life is so beautiful that I can continue and I can be wiser next time not to expose myself to these avalanches. Yeah, see how it works? Always focus on the problem. And not even on the solution. Solution is okay, but much better is focus on your internal resources. Focus on your internal hero. What can you do in this situation? Okay, I can save my friend. Okay, I can get out of here and go back or something. My hero says, in this situation with the avalanche, I survived, thanks God. God helped me, and now I have to do something better. This is how actually my coaching career started. I fell into a crevasse, you know, as a young climber. I was 21 that day, and I nearly lost my life. And then when I got out, I got this incredible amount of energy, I was screaming, I'm alive, I'm alive. I was screaming for half an hour, running down the mountain, after getting out of the crevasse somehow, that I'm alive, and I got this energy, and then I understood, or I had a voice from up above there. Now with this energy you have to help others. I saved you, so you take these lessons to others. That's what I heard, you know. And it doesn't matter whether you heard it from God, from the universe, or from inside yourself. It's all the same anyways. But you use your tragedy, your pain, your problems in a positive way. So you focus on the internal positive way, positive internal personality or hero who can. You always can. Well, we kind of ran out of time. I don't want to make it too long, so in this little podcast, I talked about two pillars of two secrets of helping people powerfully and yourself also powerfully. One is attention, quality attention, and one is quality intention. And in the next one, I will talk about the other two because there is so much to say. Thank you so much. Remember, always think and strengthen your power rather than think and strengthen your weakness. It's just so simple. Thank you. This was Jacek SKYSKI Coach-ing with Optimal Mind.